It's The Pet Project with dog's best friend, Tammy Trujillo.
And cat's best friend, too. I got to throw that in there. We are talking with Deborah Roper with Meows Rescue in Southern California. Deborah, how did you get turned on to this hoarding situation? Because this just keeps getting worse and worse.
And it was actually through a third party who had notified us that their client was being evicted from a home in Orange County, and that there was a or a cat situation. So we voluntarily went, and this is actually a private rescue at this point, just us going in and looking around, assessing the situation, and figuring out, what we could do to help, and mainly pulling the cats as we go along. We don't have a lot of money in a lot of areas to put these kitties right now, just to pull them all at the same time. So we're kind of doing it slowly as we go along to get them pulled. But that's mainly how we found out. It was through a third party.
Is this just a person who started trying to take care of a bunch of kitties and it just kind of got out of hand and overwhelming?
I don't know the details on that. I think that we haven't really delved into that. I think we're just dealing with the situation.
Yeah, no kidding.
However it got to that point, we just need to sort of fix that.
Okay.
So that's what we're working on right now.
So
I don't, in all honesty, I don't really know the details of that.
That's okay. We got the most important thing, and that's the kitties. So are any of these kitties going to make it out with any site, or are we looking at all special needs animals when this is said and done?
No. The good news is, we really haven't assessed the ferals yet, but the kitties that were in the home and in the yard, it looks like there's 6.
Okay.
Like I said, I think there's going to be 5 that are going to lose, 6 are going to lose at least one eye. And then we had one that was already totally born totally blind. So it's not a huge amount at this time that we know of, but like I said, we're only halfway through pulling these kitties, taking them to the vet, and getting them assessed.
Now, what kind of cost are you incurring? Because I know what it costs to take one kitty to the vet, and we got a whole slew of them here.
Well, we typically, until the day, the end of the day, we don't really know. All we can tell you is that the main goal is to pull all of the kitties out, take care of the ones that are severely injured or ill, and the rest are going to be spayed and neutered. The ones that are adoptable will probably go in through our fostering system. We're also working with other rescues in the area. Like I said earlier, the ferals will be assessed, spayed and neutered, and then they're going to go to Gina Lynn, who's going to help us relocating those feral kitties.
What kind of help do you need from our listeners right now?
Well, we do need cash donations. I can tell you we are part of Chip In. We also have our website that they could pay through our PayPal account at meowsrescue.com. Currently, we are getting some, this is really kind of exciting, we are getting some donations from as far away as the Philippines, Australia, Iceland, UK, France, and Netherlands.
That is so cool.
Yeah, so that's really great. And the other thing is, I just want to mention, I know we talked about the kitties that are blind, but we already have some adopters who are willing to adopt our blind kitties because they've already got experience in that area. So I don't know if they're all, spoken for, but once the kitties are well, then we put them up for adoption. We do have some people that are interested in adopting our special needs kitties.
We have just put up a video on our Facebook page, and it is one of the cutest videos ever. And it's a blind kitten that's been blind since birth, getting its first ball and figuring out how to play. And
that's Oscar the blind kitten.
Yes, it is. It is. And so if anybody is wondering, I don't know if I could handle a blind kitten, what's it all about? You know what? All you got to do is go to our Facebook page, Tammy Trujillo's Pet Project, and watch this video. It's up in the studio right now, and you can't help but smile. This little dude is getting it done. So don't have any concerns about adopting a blind cat.
Not at all. We already have one in our system. Her name's Keller, and she actually... we have a video up on her, too, for YouTube. And,
oh, cool.
Just because they can't see doesn't mean that they don't have all their other faculties. And especially when they've got a helper, another cat in their household, they really can't. I think cats are just amazing.
Well, I think the thing that we enjoy so much with our blind cat, Ebson, is just... he's a miracle. I mean, it's amazing what he can do. And it's so wonderful to watch him do it. And he's like, what? No big deal. So definitely, please don't hesitate. Don't hesitate at all in doing that.
Right. And people can contact us, and our Facebook page is actually updated every day with the progress of what's going on with this rescue. Like I said, we're doing it slowly, so we're taking our time. So we're only about a week and a half into this, but I imagine it'll probably take another week or two before we get them all out of there, assessed, and put somewhere else.
All right, Deborah, we will put all the links on our page over to your chip-in and over to your Facebook page and see if we can keep this ball rolling and get you the help you need. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for doing that great work.
Thank you, Tammy, for having me.
All right, take care. Deborah Roper from Meow's Rescue. And again, the pictures are a little hard to take, but you know what? These cats are in good hands now. The rest of them are going to be taken care of. They're going to be put up for adoption. And you know what? They're going to turn out to be beautiful, wonderful, loving cats. So don't you hesitate one bit to adopt one of them. And certainly if you can afford to kick in a buck or two on that chip-in, it would sure be appreciated. Lots more coming up on The Pet Project, the show your pet wants you to listen to on CRN.